This is Duke the Dumpster Drosy, and you are watching In Your Head Radio.
All right, this is the internet icon Handsome Jackie Jones, along with another handsome man.
Well, thank you. Let me put the comb over in place.
Right. Well, I just wear hats. I mean, I'll be honest. It's about almost the same.
Okay, that's not a bad. You know, the comb over has been my signature for years.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, barbers have tried to cut it. I said, leave that alone, and I won't go near Brutus.
Yeah. Even for like an extra $50 payoff, or
51.60.
50. That's.
I'll do it for that price.
All right.
That was actually the amount of money I made in my first job working in the mailroom at Columbia Pictures on Fifth Avenue, New York, running a copy machine.
Really?
Yes, like 4,000 years ago. Yeah, that was. So I don't know why I just came up with it.
No. There's probably a lot of money back then, Bill.
Maybe it might have been.
Yeah. So we got Is Wrestling Fixed?
I didn't know it was broken. My book.
Very good. So has this been selling well here at the Fan Fest?
It has. I've sold a lot of books, and I've met some great fans and great. It's like a reunion, seeing great people like Brutus Beefcake and Honky Tonk Man, and Greg Valentine, Demolition. It's wonderful to see my old buddies, and it's. I'm just honored to be here in New England, one of my favorite places in the whole world. Actually, you heard me singing a Barry Manilow song the other night.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. But my favorite Barry Manilow song is "Weekend in New England."
Okay, I don't even know that one. I feel terrible.
Last night I waved goodbye. Now it seems years. You don't know that?
No.
Google it.
I'm going to Google it. Yeah, I'd play it with this video, but we might get like copyright strike.
No, so we can't do it.
Right.
So,
So I had a lot of fun though last night at your induction.
well, I said I was going to do something different.
It definitely was.
Well, a lot of inductions, everybody is, and this ceremony was great, but a lot of people talk for a long period of time. I wanted to thank the fans that have helped me through the years by buying the magazines and the book that I've done. And I told them I can't smile without them, and that's when I went and sang Can't Smile Without You at the karaoke track.
Yeah, it's very good. And then you sang again later at the...
I sang My Way at my one-man show where I do about 30 different voices.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I imitate. Who would you like to hear me... whose voice would you like to hear?
Well, I was always a big fan of Piper, and it's sometimes kind of a hard one to do.
Piper's hard, but he's always, when he gets excited, there's Roddy Piper, and I don't care where Ric Flair is going. So that would be Roddy. And then, of course, you have the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, If You Will. And then, brother, in the TV Wonderland, you'll have the Superfly.
Yeah. That's a good one.
So thank you. I do hundreds of them.
Yeah, you did Greg Valentine, which is another probably kind of a hard one
See,
to do.
I used to love Pedro Morales when he was talking about Greg
that
Valentine.
was one I did not expect.
Well, Pedro couldn't pronounce Valentine, so he go, Valentine, I am ready for any kind of action, baby. And Greg is like, he's got that old John Wayne voice. Well, this is Greg Valentine. Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
Now, Greg Valentine, I didn't know he could do comedy.
I didn't know either.
So I came up with a Greg Valentine joke that might be good for him. You want to hear it?
I would like to hear it.
This is Greg Valentine. These two guys were walking down the street in the Sudan, and they bumped into Abdullah the butcher. And Abdullah took out a knife, cut them on the forehead, and left them bleeding to die. Ha, ha, ha.
I love it.
That would be a great
It works for me.
Yes.
I like it a lot. Yeah.
Yes.
So when I had you on the podcast, I brought up I wasn't sure about Greg doing. I love Greg Valentine, but I didn't know about stand-up.
Yes.
But actually, he's very entertaining.
Oh, he was great.
Yeah.
He was great. Yes.
Yeah. And him and Hockey Talk Man
They
was
were
great.
Rhythm and Blues brought in the Jews because I opened them for them yesterday.
I was going to ask him because you had a wig there that you.
By the way, no offense to anybody, I'm a Jewish kid, which is okay.
Yeah. Oh, really?
So I said Rhythm and Blues brought in the Jews. So
right.
Got to wait for the laugh.
So you had a wig there for the for part of. You're like the Carrot Top of wrestling.
I could be, yes.
Yeah.
I never thought of that.
And so I was going to suggest that Greg put it on for the Rhythm and Blues.
We could have done that.
Yeah,
but that's my Samoan gimmick. Because the Samoans, you have Afa, Sika, and I'm Apter.
Right.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, I don't think there's ever been a bad Samoan wrestler.
No, there hasn't.
I think they must just be like that. They're all born great wrestlers.
You're right.
It's that Canadians.
It's from climbing those trees with the bare feet and eating all that chicken
right.
before the chicken's even dead.
Yeah, they don't do that anymore. It's kind of a lost
not
art
at
in
all,
wrestling.
not at all.
They eat the raw
What,
chicken.
eating raw chickens?
Yeah.
Abdul the Butcher still does.
He does.
Yes.
Oh, it's a good thing I never went to Abby's House of Ribs then. So where can you get the book if you don't see you at a convention?
Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and some of your best bookstores and some of the worst bookstores too. Yes.
Right. Well, it'll make them a little better anyway.
Better, and you can follow me on Twitter at Apter1Wrestling. It's the number one, not the word, Apter1Wrestling. Or you can hit me up on Facebook, or my email address is bapter@onewrestling.com.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I appreciate this. This is Jackie Jones from In Your Head.
And Bill Apter, and we'll see you at the matches.